Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm back with another video. Today's video topic is on how to gain confidence, part 2. How I gain confidence throughout my life from the starting point to where I am now. Was all about trial and error, it's all about experiencing life, seeing what works out, seeing what doesn't, and learning from those mistakes, applying what you've learned throughout life. That's a good skill for everybody to have. How I overcame my social anxiety was I started believing in myself more. I'm not going to give you some grand plan, some magical trick. It's about how you think about yourself, the way you feel about yourself. It's about self-love, the self-image is very important. And you got to be careful not to develop an ego. Your ego is very useful to you. You can use it to become better. You can use it to drive you. You can use it as motivation. You can use it as self-belief. But once it gets to the stage of becoming detrimental to you, you're putting yourself above other people, that's when the ego becomes bad. That's when it becomes a hindrance to you. You got to be careful, you got to look out for that. And I've gone through this many different times in my life where I just needed to ground myself, needed to stay humble, needed to bring myself back down to earth. I needed to experience an ego death and just reset things, because it was getting out. When your ego gets out of proportion, I want you guys take some time and just reset. Get your values right again. Once again, understand that you are not above anybody else. You're not below anybody else. You are equal. Understand that you got to believe in yourself to get something, to get somewhere, something out of life. You have to be about yourself, but not too much. You have to balance it out. The most important thing, most important skill you can learn in life is understanding that balance is the most important thing out there. Everything in this universe is in balance, in perfect balance, in synchronicity. Everything is synced up, everything is connected. You got to understand that. Once you understand that, life becomes easier. Life becomes easier to live, becomes easier to handle. Once things get thrown your way, you understand that the good has to be leveled out with the evil. Nothing is going to be more or less. It's always on the same plane. You just got to change your perspective, There's a difference between being realistic and optimistic, and there's a difference between being realistic and pessimistic. You got to have the balance in between to understand the situation, what's possible in that situation, and look towards what's the productive answer, you know what I mean? If being pessimistic in that moment is not going to get you the same results as being optimistic, choose the winning side, Think smart, don't overthink things, just go with the flow of life, and eventually you will come to the right river, if that makes sense. So what I did was I accepted myself. I accepted my flaws. I accepted what I can be, what I'm working towards, and I chose the optimistic route. I understand myself. I understand what I'm capable of doing, and I understand that I have no control over other people and how they see me. That gave me more confidence because I understood that everything that I can control is under my control. That's something I can choose what happens in that situation. I'm straight to that. I'm okay with that. That's fine. People's opinions, the way people see me, the way people act around me, the way people react to me, that is not in my control. The situations that happen to me, everything that is out of my control, I don't give second thought, because there's nothing I can do about that. It is what it is. I'm moving on. I'm on to better things, bigger things. That's fine. having this mindset gave me a lot of confidence, gave me more confidence than I ever had. I'm on a different level right now compared to where I was 2 years ago or a year ago even. Always aim for growth. That also builds confidence, that builds self-confidence. Aim to be better and stop comparing yourself to other people. Instead of looking how far they've come, why don't we take some time, sit down and reflect on how far we've come, how far and how much we've grown throughout time. We were completely different people a year ago compared to now. That's the growth that happened. That's because we decided we want better for ourselves. We want to change our lifestyles. We want to start improving. There are things I do today that I would have never ever gave a second thought of doing a year ago. Going on the runs, exercising almost every day, taking care of myself, getting a hair routine, getting a self-care routine, making YouTube videos. I never had the self-belief to actually take initiative to actually go out and do this. But this year I told myself that I'm tired of not getting anywhere in life. I felt like I was drifting through life instead of swimming with the current. Felt like life was carrying me along instead of me directing my own destiny. I gained the confidence, I believed in myself, and I just took action. I didn't need any motivation, because motivation comes after action. It's not the other way around. I've been going on for a solid month and a half now, and I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on doing this. If I get no views at all, that's fine. I believe in myself that much that eventually I will reach enough people to change their lives, or maybe just change their view, maybe just change their perspective, their thought on one aspect of life. That's fine. I've achieved my goal because I put in the work, I've got my message out, and they've taken something from that. That's important to me. I've gained confidence in knowing that fact. I've gained confidence in putting in work. I've gained confidence in believing myself. Confidence is a universal thing. You can use it in many different ways, and you can achieve it in many different ways. It's not about just going out and talking to girls. It's not about just doing something. There are many different ways, there are many different aspects, many different sides to it. And that's what makes it interesting, that's what makes it fun, that's what makes it nice to experience, because there are many different aspects to life, and there are many different ways you can gain confidence in all of those aspects of life. So going out and experiencing and eventually learning and mastering it is going to be a fun task for me. And that just gives me that optimistic view on things, gives me the confidence to keep on improving, to keep on going out and learning more, going out and achieving more, going out and talking to more people. That's what's keeping me going. I'm not going to give you some magical formula. All I can say is go out and experience life, believe in yourself, know that there are certain things you can't control, there are certain things you can control. Once you have that mastered, you will be okay, you will be sorted. I'm not in competition with anybody but myself. I don't see anybody but myself when I'm on this journey of self-improvement. I don't compare myself to anybody but myself, what I was and what I can be. You guys gotta be on that level of thinking. Change the way you think, you will be better off. The simplest of things could be the simplest of things, and they could have the biggest of differences to you. It could even change your life, you never know. You won't know until you go out and do it. That's all the information I have for you guys today. I hope that you really learned something out of all the videos I'm putting out. You're really resonating with at least one of the things that I say. I feel that I really have to keep on doing this because more and more people are telling me that I'm doing the right thing. And I'm not doing this for the sake of them. I'm not doing this for the sake of me as well. I just feel like this is something I have to do to give out some form of information to help people out, because I was once lost too. I also didn't have much direction. As I said, it felt like I was drifting with the current instead of swimming with it. And I just want to take this further. I want to make a community soon where we could all uplift each other. I'll start an Instagram group, a WhatsApp group, whatever it takes. I'm going to make a community, and we can all help each other. We can all lift each other up. We can all improve as one, on our own, but together at the same time. I have plans for that. I'll update you on that. But for now, just stay on your purpose, stay on your grind. Keep enjoying life and what life has to offer, whatever life throws at you. Just live life with confidence. That's all I got for you guys now. Peace.
Straight fucking with us.